Yo, what's up guys, my name is AFC Adio and I got a game against Xiaoko. He's using that rain team that's been running around on his ladder for a while now. But against rain teams I can just leave with Rotom. If he leaves Pelipper, I'm still going to Will-O-Wisp. Because the burn is basically annoying for his whole team. Even for Kingdra and Dragonite. I know the Dragonite is a Life Orb mix set with Hurricane and Draco. But it also carries extreme speed and superpower. So having a burn on that is also nice. He leads off with the Pelipper, and I'm just Will-O-Wisping. He will most likely bring in his Ferrothorn. That's usually the switch. So burning Ferrothorn is also really nice for me, making it easier to knock it out later with because that's probably his only knockoff switch. So if it's burned, he's taking some extra damage. And yeah, you could also decide to go into the Excadrill if that's specially defensive, just because not every Rotom is carrying Will-O-Wisp, so you might expect like a Volt Switch and try to gain momentum by bringing in his Excadrill. Yeah, he's taking a lot of time for this turn, so not sure what he wants to do. He switches out and he brings in the Excadrill, okay. Well, please connect. Nice. Okay, we connect our Will-O-Wisp, and now I'm just clicking that Hydro Pump. Because of the burn, I'm pretty sure he doesn't kill me with Earthquake. And this is a Hydro Pump in the rain, so he might even die. Unfortunately, we'll never find out because we missed. Really unfortunate, because I would have loved getting rid of that Excadrill, because now we got up Stealth Rocks for free. But I am going for the Will-O-Wisp here, expecting the Ferrothorn, because he should not want to take an extra Hydro Pump there. So we catch the Ferrothorn and burn the Ferrothorn. And I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch here, getting some extra chip. And let's bring in a Heatran right now. Goes for the knockoff. Wow. Okay. Kinda annoying, but now I'm actually going to get up my rocks, basically trading rocks. As he goes for the lead sheet, whatever. Yeah, he has the rain up, so my fire moves do less damage. Actually, do less damage, does less damage. But the rain is actually gone, so that Pelipper is not Damp Rock. So what I'm going to do is Toxic here, since he doesn't have the rain up. This Lava Plume is 4 times super effective, so it's going to do a lot. So he should bring in his Pelipper right now, or maybe his Kingdra. Please don't make a bad play. If you stay in here, that's pretty much a bad play. I already have rocks up. I could be clicking Lava Plume right here, and if I get rid of the Ferrothorn, he actually stayed in and went for spikes. If I hit the Lava Plume and maybe knock him out, then my Rotom runs through his team. Yeah, I'll click Toxic here again, as he goes for the Protect now. Okay, that's fair. But now you should not be able to click that Protect, so I'm going to click that Toxic again. He actually switches out into the Excadrill. I know you're specially defensive, but come on. That Lava Plume would still be super effective. But yeah, I feel like he's going to go for the Rapid Spin here, since I'm lead cheated and he's specially defensive. So I'm going hard Keldeo. Even if he goes for Earthquake, he is burned, so reduced damage. Goes for Rapid Spin. Gets rid of my Stealth Rocks. Would have been really nice if I hit that freaking Hydro Pump in the beginning. What can you do? I'm going to go for Substitute here. I'm not sure whether he goes into the Pelipper or the Dragonite, as he goes Dragonite, but he was also specially defensive, so wasn't really comfortable going for the Scald there, because he saw my leftovers and he could have gone for Toxic, predicting the Scald. But now I can go for Scald as he goes for extreme speed, trying to break my Substitute. And unfortunately I don't burn him with the Scald, but that's some nice damage though. And here's the problem though. I have to switch into this D-Knight. I think my best bet is still to go Among Us. He can still miss Hurricane if he does go for it, but I do have a Rotom in the back. I just went straight for the Hurricane. I guess that's a fair play, because he could have swapped to Draco after. Kinda sucks because Amoonguss would have been nice for Kingdra, but should find another way of playing around the Kingdra. Still have my Rotom alive, but now I think I'm going to bring in my Scarf Landorus because if I bring in Weavile here, it has to take Stealth Rocks and Spike damage. So what I want to do first is I want to defog. I'll definitely get off my defog, and he should kinda think that I'm scarred just because I already have a Rotom on my team, and I bring out Landorus for a reason. I could be knocking him out with Stone Edge or Hidden Power Rise here, and he should keep that in mind. But he could still go for the Draco. He stayed in with Ferrothorn against the Heatran outside of rain, so multiple times. Now he switches out into the Ferrothorn now, and I am getting my defog off, so getting rid of his spikes and his rocks. And I'm going to go hard Heatran here. If he goes for Spike again, I have my Heatran in and I should live Leech Seed. Actually went for the knockoff here. Not sure why. But I'm still going to go Stealth Rock even though he stayed in last time. Just because I want him up. He went for Leech Seed here. And what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to switch out. He should click Protect or he should switch. If he goes for Spikes, that would be such a bad play on his part. Now he switches out right now into the Excadrill, trying to spin my rocks away. We have Keldeo out, and Keldeo should be able to knock out this Excadrill even if it's max HP, just because Excadrill's defense sucks, so Secret Sword should do the trick. Yeah, his defense sucks, so goodbye Excadrill. I keep up my rocks, his Rapid Spinner is gone, his Stealth Rocker is gone as well. And let's see what he brings in now. Okay, he goes into the Pelipper. We know this is not Damp Rock, so this could be Scarfed or Specs. And he knows I'm left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Heatran. Because Rotom is an obvious play. Oh, he goes actually hard switches into the Dragonite. But usually you carry U-turn, so I don't think it's Scarfed. I think it's Specs. I'm going Lando here. I'm a bit behind, so I have to make this play. I still have Rotom in the back, so Hurricane is not free for him. And he could miss Draco, so yeah, he goes for the physical attack, trying to secure the kill on my Heatran. And what I can do now is U-turn. Obviously, I can knock him out with Stone Edge, but U-turning here, and I can sack Heatran now, and he's going to die to his own Life Orb. I can definitely still use my Landorus because it has the Intimidate for the Scizor. And Heatran is pretty useless in that regard. He misses Draco, doesn't really matter because he can hit me now with whatever. I actually went with Draco again. But yeah, I get rid of the Dragonite and I have to go Rotom here because otherwise I'm getting wiped by the Kingdra. Because Rotom should live a Draco Meteor. Okay, let's go Kingdra. And it's not Damp Rock, so it's only one turn of rain. So what I could do is I can go for the Pain Split here. Because if I'm going to be at a very low amount of health. If I Pain Split there, I might live a second. Might live a second Draco. That did a lot though. That did a lot. I do get off my Pain Split. And with the leftovers recovery, I'm about half my HP. So I feel like I should be able to live an extra one. So I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. I don't want to take damage on anything else. He goes for Draco. Live with 4 HP. But we knock out the Kingdra. But that's his Rain Sweeper gone. And I'm going into my Keldeo just to get up some extra leftovers recovery. But yeah, the last time he brought in Pelipper against my Keldeo, he hard switched instead of U-turn, so he might actually be Choice Specs. And if he's Choice Specs, I can actually win with Keldeo. All I have to do now is just force it out. So what I could do is I could sack my Rotom here. Since it's only at 4 HP. Scissor has Bullet Punch. So the odds of Rotom doing something is really low. He goes for Hurricane. And I can just go into my Weavile here. Because if I go Landorus, he still has the Ferrothorn. That's the thing. I feel like I have to go Weavile and just knock off. Because if I go Landorus, I have to click Stone Edge. Yeah, Weavile is definitely going to be my play. And I should live a Scarfed Hurricane in case he is Scarfed. But otherwise he's going to die to my knockoff. And his only switch is the Ferrothorn, but he should get 2-hit KO'd. Especially with the burn and Stealth Rocks up. So I just knock off. Ferrothorn ending up coming in. So I think it's Specs. And we do 4. This is a physical defensive Ferrothorn, guys. This is a physical defensive Ferrothorn, and he stayed in a couple of times against my Heatran without the rain up. This is what I mean. That's such a bad play what he did. But yeah, he only has knockoff as an attack. If he leech sheets, it's still going to be a 2-hit KO from here. So I'm going to knock off. Like if he loses this Ferrothorn, he's gonna get destroyed by knockoff. He's gonna get destroyed by Rotom. And he had switches for the freaking Heatran. It just annoys me when people make plays like these. Like it works out for him. It works out for him, but the risk outweighs the reward in this case. Yeah, I just click Ice Shot because I don't have to take the Iron Barb's damage because it's not a contact move. And if he switched out, he was going to die to Stealth Rocks anyway. Now the Scissor comes in. What I could do is I could just sack, or rather just bring in my Landorus. I get the Intimidate off. So he goes for a Bullet Punch, and that is definitely Choice Bandit. Let's see. I'll just Earthquake here. As he knocks me out, but now I get to bring in my Keldeo. And he's intimidated, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to Scald. Not sure if it knocks him out. But I could sub after. Because he is intimidated, so it should do less than 25%. But he actually goes into the Pelipper. And Pelipper goes down. If that was Scarfed, then he should have let Scissor die. But I think it's Specs. So the game was won anyway. And now Scissor comes in. But this Scald is going to be rain boosted. He takes the Stealth Rocks damage. So he might actually die to this. Yeah. Goes for Bullet Punch 32. I knock him out. And that is how we end up winning the game. By the way, I think a better play would have probably been if I sacked the Weavile instead of the Landorus after I got off the Intimidate. Just in case he was Scarfed, because Weavile didn't have the Choice Band anymore, so I'm not sure if he would have killed him with Ice Shard. But Landorus could have still checked the Pelipper with Stone Edge if he ended up being Scarfed. But yeah, again, he stayed in there multiple times with his Ferrothorn. His physical defensive Ferrothorn against my Heatran. He didn't have Rain up. Clicked Spikes, clicked Leech Sheet, not fearing the Lava Plume. And like I said, otherwise, if I hit Lava Plume on the Ferrothorn, my Rotom would run through his team, Landorus would run through his team, Weavile would run through his team, Keldeo spam Scald. But yeah, that's not something he considers, I guess. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy.